Hello and welcome to another revision video. Today I'm looking at the Foundation Tier Edexcel GCSE Revision Workbook, and this is topic 103, which is on circles. So we'll start it off. We've got a little bit of labelling. So label the diagram with the correct name for the parts of the circle. So we've got this one, and we've got the example that this is a chord, and we've asked to name the other two. So B is center to the circumference, which would be the radius. And then this one is from 2 points on the circumference through the center, so that's going to be a diameter. Okay, question 2. Work out the circumference of the following circles. Give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. So we're using, for this one, we've got the radius, so we use the formula circumference is equal to 2 times pi times r. So in this case, it's going to be 2 times pi times by 6. And we'll bring our calculator in at this point. So I'm just going to type it in just like that. So 2 times by shift, and then this times 10 to the x, which has, you can see in yellow just above pi, times by 6. So I'm going to write it down. Again, I haven't quite got room for this, so I'm going to include an extra line just above before I round. So 37.699111 ... So I haven't rounded, and then 3 significant figures, that's going to be 37.7. Sorry, no, 37.8. There we go. No, I was right the first time, 37.7. Okay, and for the second part, we've got the diameter this time. So I'm going to use the other version of the circumference. The circumference is equal to pi times d. So that's going to be pi times by 16, which is shift pi times by 16, which gives us a value of 50.26548 ... So to 3 significant figures, that's going to be 50.3. Okay, question 3. Work out the radii of the circles with the following circumference, giving your answer correct to 3 significant figures. So we're told that the circumference is 35, so 35. The radius is going to be equal to 35 divided by 2 times pi. And I'll type it in like that. So 35 divided by, actually let's do it as a fraction. I always think that looks better. 2 times by shift pi, which gives us, and again, I'll go more accurate than needed first of all, 5.5704 ... So to 3 significant figures, that's going to be 5.57. And then the second one, so we've got the radius here. I'm going to jump straight to this version here. So I'm going to say that the radius is going to be equal to the circumference, 92 divided by 2 lots of pi. Which is going to be 92 over 2 times pi. So that's going to be 14.6422 ... So to 3 significant figures, that would be 14.6. Okay, question 4. Work out the perimeter of the following shapes, giving your answer correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, so we want a quarter of the circumference. So we want, shall I do it as a single sum? I'll do it as a single sum. So the perimeter is going to be a quarter of the circumference. So that's going to be 2 pi r over 4 plus 24, 2 lots of 12. So in this case, that's going to be 2 times by pi times by 12 divided by 4 plus 24. Now I could simplify this quite a bit. I could actually say that that's going to be 6 pi, but I'm going to just type it in like that on my calculator to avoid any mistakes. let's type it in correctly. Okay, so we're looking at 42.84955. So to three significant figures, that would be 42.8. And for this one, in a similar way, I'm going to say that the perimeter is going to be equal to, this time I'm doing the circumference, so 2 pi r divided by 2, they all would cancel, plus 2 lots of 14. So that's pi times by 14 plus 2 times by 14. Pi times by 14 plus 2 times by 14 gives us, before we round, 71.9822 ... So to three significant figures, that would be 72, 71, misread my own writing. 71 point, so we've got actually, that number is closer to, which is that number closer to 71.9 or 72.0, that's closer to 72.0. Okay, and question 5. A thread has a radius of 2.5 centimeters. The thread is wrapped around the reel 200 times. Work out the length of the thread. Giving your answer correct to three significant figures. So the circumference is going to be equal to pi times 2 times by pi times by the radius, so times by 2.5. And I actually want to times that by 200, so I'm going to say times by 200. And I'm going to so the length is going to be equal to 2 times by pi times by 2.5 times by 200, which is going to give me 3,141.59265 ... So to three significant figures, that would be 3,140. And that's the end of that page. Hope you found that useful. Please subscribe if you like.